Hello guys, welcome to all of you in Code Tpoint. My name is Amit and today we are going to continue with Python learning series. And in this series, we are going to cover data types. In the previous session, I think we have already covered some of the data type, but in today's class, we will also cover some more data types and we will look into that is how to write the code in Python. Okay, so let's go and start it guys. So as you can see, there are various data types. So if you say what is data types, simply you can say data type is nothing but a representations or holding the data in any forms, right? It's a holding the data in any forms. It can be in the form of integers, string, complex numbers, float, or the combination of any ones. Okay. So in this case, we are going to cover some more data types. In the last class, we have covered integer, float, and float. In today's class, we are going to cover complex number and some more data type. Okay. So I am going to explain you data types in Python. So one more data types in Python is called complex number. Since we have already covered integers and float, so the next part is complex number. I would like to discuss complex number. So what is complex number? So you can say complex number has a two elements, or you can say an entity or data representation entity which is having two elements. One is numeric and other is imaginary. Okay. So I'm just saying complex number is one of the entity that has two elements. One is real and another is imaginary. So that is called complex number. And how you can write this complex number? So you can write, for example, I'm writing the complex number is 4 plus 3j. So you can say here 4 is my real number and 3j is my complex number. 3j is, I'm sorry guys, 3 is imaginary number. Okay. So the question is why we are saying combination of these two elements as a complex number. To answer these questions, I can say we can represent real number on the line graph. Okay. So let's say this is my origin, this is my positive infinity, and this is my negative infinity. So we can represent 4 over here, correct? And minus 4 over here, correct? So it means that is this number we can represent on the line graph. What about this case? For this case, I can say, let us take one example. If I'm going to plot two-dimensional space in the form of x and y, and if I take one point over here, so let's say this point is representing 4, 3. It means this is my 4 and this is my 3. Correct? And this is my distance from origins. Correct? Correct. So that means this is my 2D space representations of a point. If I keep increasing the number of dimensions, it means that is this point will be located into the space, correct? In the 3D space. Just assume if we keep increasing the number of dimensions. In that cases, it will be very difficult to locate this point into the particular dimensions or particular dimension space. So that means it is difficult to plot that number in any dimension. Correct? It means that is the dimensions we are expecting it is difficult to plot that numbers in that dimensions, and it is difficult to imagine that numbers. And for that reasons, we are saying this is a imaginary number. So the combination of real plus imaginary, that is called complex number. Okay, I hope you will understand it. Okay, so let's go and start it how to write complex number in Python. So let's go to the Jupyter Notebook, and in Jupyter Notebook we are going to write complex number query. So I'm writing complex number. I'm creating one variable called a. In this variable a, I'm writing, let's say 4 plus 5j, sorry. And if I'm writing the print statement and executing the query, shift plus enter, you will get 4 plus 5j. To check that the data types of, to check the data type of this element, we can write print type a, bracket close, and shift and enter. So you can say you will get the output in the form of class complex, correct? So that means this variable is a complex number. So this is how you can write complex number in Python. So if you want to understand some more features, of course, we can discuss more detail into the class, but as of now, you can understand that this is a representation of complex number in Python. Now let's go ahead and discuss one more data type, which is a list. So I think we can see this is a sequence data type, and in the sequence data type there is a 3 category. One is list, second is string, and third one is, you can say, tuple. So I'm going to discuss the first part of that, which is a list over here. So what is list? So you can say list is one of the data type that hold values in terms of homogeneous or heterogeneous values. So that means you can say list is a entity or a one of the data type that hold homogeneous or heterogeneous values, and it can represent in the form of square bracket. It can represent in the form of square bracket. So I'm going to discuss this part, and let's go to discuss first, and then we will write the code. Okay. So going back to here, I'm just trying to explain what is list. Since the list representation in the Python in the form of square bracket. So if you say, if you are creating a variable a with square bracket, in the Python, it will be considered as a list. So it can hold some values in the form of homogeneous or heterogeneous. So homogeneous means same data types. Heterogeneous means combination of homogeneous, combination of multiple data type. So that means, let's say I'm just keeping some elements inside this one. Sorry for that. Okay. So let's say I'm just creating one more element, 1, 10, let's say 5, and hello. Correct? So you can see in this list, there are 3 elements which is having a integer data type, and this is a string data type. Okay. And this is a list. Correct? So let's go and start writing the code in Python. So I'm going to write list over here. So let's say again, I'm just creating one more variable called b, and inside the b, I'm just putting some more element like 10, 20, 30, and let's say I'm keeping Python. Correct? Now I'm going to execute this part. So that means I'm going to write print statement, and inside the print statement, I'm passing this variable and I'm executing this query. So you can see that we are getting the output in the form of list. Similarly, if you want to understand what is a data type of this variable, so what you can do, we can write print, and inside the print we can write type function and then pass this variable and close the bracket. Now again execute this query, shift plus enter, and you can get the output class list. So I hope guys you can understand these two data types. So thank you guys, thank you for joining these sessions. For any queries, feel free to comment that and I will try to respond that one. Thank you once again.